Alright. It is time for the Florencio files. That's right. Up here in the top right hand side in the red, it is the Filth Master himself. It's Florencio. His opponent down here in the bottom left. Wonder if they know who Florencio is. In the blue, the Zerg player, it's Adlip. I can imagine Florencio on this account where his name is actually Florencio probably playing at a much lower MMR to all of his Smurfs, right? I can't imagine there's many people left on the ladder who don't know who Florencio is. Pretty much everybody has been subjected to some of his absolute filth at this point. Speaking of which, that's a forge. He's gonna put a gateway down. He's gonna do the delayed cannon rush. Normally you go gateway first for that, don't you? He's gonna do the full wall. Florencio loves this. Alright, this probe just hiding over here. Bit of a little douchebag. He's just like, hey buddy, I'm gonna float here, gonna put down some cannons later. This Overlord's like, I am watching for this though. I'm gonna sit on that ramp, mate. It's pool and gas first. Oh my god, this is like the safest opening ever for Adlip. Adlip sees the probe coming in. I mean, you've got to realize, you're playing Florencio, that's a douchebag. You got to do something about this, surely. The probe's gonna come in. I guess seeing the late hatch, maybe Florencio not gonna commit, but the pool's already almost done. If he wants to go for this, he needs to start pylons yesterday. He's going to go for the gas steal. Okay. And he might just expand. Yeah, he's going to go straight for the expansion. This one is super close to the Zerg, so I feel like that one there is a little bit better. But I am a pleb, so we got to remember, Florencio knows best. There's already a spine on the way. Adlip, just assuming there's a cannon rush. This is so funny. Oh my god. Adlip's down 6 probes. This is actually not too bad for Florencio. Florencio's just chrono boosting the spine crawler that does nothing. Adlip's freaking the hell out. I mean, isn't that just great? That's got to be that moment where you realize just your name inspires so much fear. And that's the position Florencio's in right now. People, you know, they're out there on their sailboat. They see a bit of a shimmer. Faint wafting aroma of poop, and they're like, ah! And they just fucking start screaming, running around in circles on the deck, going absolutely insane. Spine crawler not going to really do much. These lings going to come back here. And, oh, that Overlord spots that probe. Florencio still doesn't have an expansion. Oh my god! Metagame decides to take the pleb natural. Ling's going to clean up that assimilator on that side of the map. What have you got for us, Florencio? What have you got for us? Lair does start up on that hatchery. Stargate going down. Who would have thunk? Who would have ever thought Florencio would do that? This one, Zergling, by the way, has got a date with this probe. Let's see how quick Florencio's reactions are. Remember, he's been studying under Neeb. Oh my god! You could tell he was taking a pee break. Definitely Neeb there with the Xbox controller. That was almost instant. Wow, nice observing, Pig. Nice observing. He's going to send another probe out around the left-hand side of the map. Adlip still freaking out, wondering why there hasn't been something hitting them just yet. Adlip's like, where the fuck is the rush? Where is it? Supply blocked on 36. Still down on workers, with a very quick lair and a second gas. Zergling's going to come forward. Are going to see the Stargate starting up there. It does want to build a Chad Ray. But supply block on Florencio's side as well. That one's a tactical supply block, because the Nexus finishes, and boom, no longer supply blocked. Beautifully done there. Second Nexus added to the control group. This is indeed the new evolution of the Sewer Mermaid. No longer is it just a single Nexus on a control group. He even put this probe on control group 2. So when he got attacked, he was able to double tap 2 on his keyboard, zoom to the probe, and react to it. I think Neeb is about as proud as a father when their son first scores a touchdown in football, when they see their kid graduate from college. For Neeb as the sort of macro skill teacher of Florencio, I think he's smiling to himself. He's going, you know what? You learned how to use multiple control groups. This is incredible. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god, puts down 2 Stargates and the Ling finds it instantly. That's friggin' bad. does just immediately cancel those. At least it's immediately, so we can just cancel them and build them back at home. 2 more Stargates at home. It is triple Stargate from Florencio. This Chad, large and in charge. Not going to use his Pismatic alignment just yet. He says, nah, just a bit of a dribble. I'll just dribble on that Overlord. It's not worthy of the full Pismatic alignment. Down here, the probe just chilling. Adlip still freaking the hell out. No, is going Nydus Swarm Host. Oh, God. Okay. Now, here's a little tip for you guys who don't know. Swarm Hosts don't shoot up. However, Queens are kind of insane anti-air. And whilst they're normally too immobile to do anything, they're actually really good if you can pop them out of a Nydus Worm. And Adlip's going to be able to siege Florencio down. Florencio's trying to build up an Oracle now, but like, what is this? 1 Chad? 1 Chad, 1 Oracle isn't going to do it. I love that. He just Pismatically aligns randomly when he doesn't even have anything to shoot. That there is Florencio's genius at work. Did you notice how he came in? And the Queens were like, whoa! He's already used it. And then he just cancels it and walks away. That's some high-level plays from Florencio. Florencio, always high. Sometimes playing the game, but always high. And we've got a Nydus Worm here. Okay, he's going to launch it from there. Now, one problem is if you launch Locust from there, they barely get to the mineral line before they expire. I think he would have been better off maybe hitting that natural wall, but you can see that little butthole throwing pebbles out of the ground. And oh my god, just spewing Nydus Swarm Host all over the place. They are going to throw their Locusts, and let's see how much damage they can get. They'll definitely take out a bit of stuff. Hopefully they go for the mineral line, not this random pylon. Are they going to go for the Nexus? Is that enough to get the Nexus? Oh my, he's going straight for it. I think the second wave will be able to get it. Oracles come in and do save the Nexus for now. If those Oracles didn't come in, that might have gone down actually, already down to one quarter of its life. And another Nydus Worm over on the left-hand side. Very conservatively placed Nydus Worms here for Adlip, who is still just sitting on 2 bases. Building up Queens, building up Swarm Host, adding Zergling speed. The problem is there are 3 Oracles building at a time, and I feel like it's only a matter of time until the Oracle count gets incredibly scary. So you got to be really wary that these Oracles don't come in and then kill it just before your units pop out. Another Nydus Worm on the left-hand side. A bunch of Hell Muffins. They say, give us our baby bonus. And they just fucking throw their children into battle. Not a care in the world. Pretty much the worst parents you could possibly ever interact with. Oracles turn on their laser beams. And, oh my god, Oracles are pretty good at killing Locusts, guys. But at least keeping him pinned back for now. Both players trapped on 2 bases. 9 Queens versus 10 Oracles. Right now, it's still favored in charge of the Queens. But if the Oracles can get enough to just one-shot Queens, when Transfuse isn't able to be used, that's when things go bad. Now, Florencio here, using his map hacks, going to move immediately to where that Nydus Worm is. How did he possibly know? And Adlip, oh, don't pop out. Don't pop out of there. Don't pop out of there. Don't you fucking dare, mate. The Pismatic alignment comes on. Nydus Worm does go down. Another Nydus. Oh my god, they keep getting more and more conservative. Adlip here seems to be afraid of actually putting a Nydus Worm in his opponent's base or anywhere even close. This is scary because they could get trapped down here. These Oracles, they know. He's going to come from this angle again. Oh, Swarm Host from both sides, though. Whoa, the Chad Ray's like, oi, fuck you, mate. And look at the split here. No, it's not a split. Florencio F2'd his whole army up here like the god that he is. Takes out a few of these Swarm Hosts, though. Ouch, 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 ouch. This was not free damage at all. Locusts are going to get in, but the cannons are going to slow them down and at least absorb that wave of damage. Meanwhile, though, another wave of angry babies. Oh, the stasis trap. Okay, they didn't all go down at once, so they're still going to get the Nexus. I thought that stasis, if they all swooped at once, would have been disastrous. But Adlip takes out the base. Knocks Florencio back down to 1 base mining temporarily. He's going for +1 range and more Queens behind it. We've got a 3rd base finishing up, but the Oracles are on the warpath. They're mad, and they are ready to just spam their fucking lasers all over. Oh, no hesitation. Where are the Queens? Oh, my God. Adlip, 4 Queens out in the open. They all just get zapped to the shit. The Oracles here trying to avoid these spores. He is going to try to take down that hatchery. Can he get it? He says, you kill my Nexus. And he just smears some poo across the forehead of Adlip, says, get wrecked. You're the Simba of dead hatcheries, mate. More spores are building down though. That hatchery's up. 35 drones only versus 48 probes, though. These Hell Muffins have got to do damage. And I really feel he could do so much better if he just put those Nydus Worms actually near the Protoss base. But Nonetheless, these oracles coming in. Oh, they're finding an angle. Look at that micro. Neeb takes over control here, and they are microing out of range of that, but at the same time, he loses his natural nexus, and a couple of workers are going to go down there as well. Back at the other side, though, the hatchery falls. This is clearly Neeb controlling these oracles. Unfortunately, it seems like they've decided to play Archon mode, though. For those of you who don't know, Florencio has actually hacked the video game, so he does have access to Archon mode as well. And what ends up happening there is because it's Archon mode, Florencio takes over the macro every time Neeb takes over the micro. And the problem there is exactly what we see in that resource tab. Florencio is like, macro? Neeb's like, just spend the money, man. Spend the money. I'll micro these oracles. Florencio is just kind of looking confused, scratching his head. He's like, I don't know what that means. He's like casually building one probe at a time. He's like, I could build more production in bases with my 2,000 minerals. And Neeb's shouting at him. Neeb's like, can you fucking do something, man? We're losing bases. We need to take more shit. Florencio casually recalled the probes to the bottom right. He's like, it's fine, man. We've got a hidden base. Calm down, buddy. Hand me back that controller. Takes the controller back. And we're now going to see the oracles go back to turning on every single laser beam at once, flying into spore crawlers and all the rest. Yet another Nydus worm just gets decapitated there. Its little tongue wagging. Reminds me of Jabba the Hutt. Holy shit. You guys remember when, like, Leia spins that, her, like, what do you call that? Her metal chokey chain thing? She, like, wraps it around Jabba's head and chokes him, and his tongue's, like, wriggling and shit. And he's like, ah! I feel like the Nydus worm kind of looks like that when it dies. These oracles are like, we should probably go and defend from these locust stasis traps. Oh, but they keep going down and activating just a few of them. But the oracles come in for the save. Nice defense there by Florencio. Yeah, look at it. See? Oh, no, that one didn't wiggle its tongue as much. It's got like just a few tentacles, and it does fall back into the ground. Down here in the bottom right, more Stargates, more cannons. Florencio doing good. Adlip here showing just the masterful sort of macro that we're used to seeing out of the Zerg players that do face against him. Is still at 41 workers. Oh god, here we go. Florencio is gonna just fucking dive in, take out a couple of spore crawlers, the queen as well. And he micros to the left-hand side. Still in spore crawler range temporarily. But hey, he's picking up some tricks from Neeb. Pulls on out. There we go. Hatchery goes down. Back to 2 bases once again. Locust coming in one more time, though. Adlip doesn't realize there's that base in the bottom right. Adlip takes out the cannons. But not going to get too much else. Maybe 1 or 2 pylons. The Swarmos and Queens coming out. Oh, God. Queens in the open. That's really dangerous from Adlip. Adlip thinks this is the last economy and the last base of Florencio. But if you lose these Swarmos and Queens, you're in big trouble. Okay, another Nydus worm will allow Adlip to get out of here if things go awry. But as the Oracle count grows, we're going to see enough Oracles to once again zap these Queens. He's going to spread creep here. Bloody beautiful. But how many Queens we got on total? 13 Queens on the map, 14 Oracles. That's still an okay fight for Adlip if he focus fires, if he transfuses. Single Queen up there decides she wants to fight the Queen, the cannon. The cannon says, get fucked, mate. And she... the expression on her face. She's like, oh, didn't expect that. Oracles are going to get zapped. Zappy beams on over here. And yet another hatchery. Oh, fuck, man. Adlip's economy is already pretty shit. And it's about to go from shit to worse as he gets knocked back to 1 base once again. Up here, Locusts launching. These bases all going down. The main base still alive for now, though. And that is 4 Stargate production. Fleet beacons up as well. We're going to see a mothership start at the bottom right. Mama's on the way. Adlip thinks if he could just push in here, he'll be okay. But I don't know if that's the case, man. Oracles turn on their laser beams again. And oh my god. Runs out of energy? Or did he turn that off? He must have turned that off. I think that was a misclick. Florencio's science strikes again. As just before he kills the constructing hatchery, still with 20 plus energy on many of those oracles, he deactivates his laser beam. And is this him giving hope to Adlip? Is he saying, I mean, okay, the recall is the tell. Adlip finally realizes, wait a second, things might not be what they seem. And those probes, of course, do get to safety. More Nydus worms popping up all over the shop. But right now, as Adlip, you need to be really worried about what's coming next. There is a Spire on the way. There's already Tempest coming out there. And these Oracles, they're going to wait for it to finish. It was all part of Florencio's glorious plan. He's like, send some drones over here, buddy. Come on, send some drones. He thinks he's hiding. He's not even hiding. And he says, fuck. He's not going to send drones, is he? Or whatever. At least the hatchery can't get cancelled now. Takes it out. Does turn off those laser beams and fly away. These swarm hosts sitting in the main. Oh, God. You got to get them to safety, dude. Those oracles might be able to get rid of their escape route. Those swarm hosts. Are they going to throw one more locust wave to get rid of the pylons? They might. We've got 15 queens versus 19 oracles, and they're still building. But more pylons are needed. A little bit of a supply block. Adlip, you got to remember your swarmers. I think the most impressive thing for me for Adlip is that Adlip's just scouting with one Zergling. And until that sees the base, is not really figuring it out. Oh! Florencio there once again. Flies into the Spore Crawlers on move command. He's like, oh shit, I didn't know you had a base here. I've only attacked it 47 times this game. And this probe here is going to just run around as well. Adlip spreading creep. These swarm hosts do take out those pylons. A random Nydus worm there. Adlip still has not figured out where he could be. He's like, well, I scouted the entire left-hand side of the map. And he's building Mutalisks. Oh, no. Oh. For some reason, every single Zerg's first response to Florencio when they go spy attack is to say, he's got oracles, corruptors aren't as fast as mutas, let's go mutas to chase them down. Forgetting the fact that their opponent is massing Stargate units and can at any moment build 1 billion Phoenix to obliterate them. One of the most one-sided matchups in StarCraft is, in fact, Mutalisks versus Phoenix. He's deciding to go in and out. Adlip just displaying some incredible control there. These queens looking for the flank. They're looking for the flank, but they are off creep, and suddenly their obesity does weigh them down. These queens really need to get that mobility scooter upgrade, if you ask me. Unable to move as quickly as they would like. Mutts fly into the right-hand side. The mothership and the Tempest are like, get out of here, dickhead. The oracles. Whoa, shit, get out of there. Run, queens. They're going to turn to fight. Oh, fuck me. That is brutal. Look at the transfuse, though. There was some sick spamming transfuse there, keeping these queens alive for a few more seconds. But at the end of that, Mama's here. She tanks a whole fuckload of these Mutalisk shots. And all I can hear is the Zerg screaming and running. It's not Omar's here. Omar coming. It's fucking Mama's here. Tempest here. Laser beams are here. And Florencio with a classic crushing of his opponent. Does nice and well there. Don't you love it, guys? The opponent sees Florencio on the loading screen. They see him not on his Smurf, and they say, yeah, all right. Let's fucking, I'll go gas pool. We'll build a random spine crawler for no fucking reason. And yeah, we'll just kind of, we'll do that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Ends up going for a Nydus Swarmos, which to be honest, didn't do bad. But remember, if you face Florencio on the ladder, I think you got to check those corner expansions. Once again, addicted to recall, addicted to corner bases, Florencio, an absolute legend. How does Florencio get supply blocked with 2,500 minerals pig? Is that part of the plan? Of course, Turkletown. Florencio didn't get to the position where he is running Florencio Science School for kids who don't macro good. He didn't get there by accidentally making mistakes in the game, okay? Florencio didn't get there just by fucking making shit up. There is science to it. He has reasons for everything he does. He wears a nexus on his head, which channels the Kala energies into his brain. He's able to mathematically process the best, most ideal, efficient strategies better than everybody else. I still keep saying it. Until Alpha Star beats Florencio, it is a failed project, in my opinion. Until it can take down Florencio, it's got no chance. It's got no chance. It's got no way of ascending to true mastership